8:36, Nashville Morning News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Time for the Gang of Four Amigos, brought to you by My Patriot Supply and PrepareWithMandis.com. Hello, Ken Weaver.
Good morning, boys. Yes.
Johnny B, Chris Hand, I'm Dan. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for sticking with us through this broadcast morning.
Please stay.
Yeah, please stay.
We need all the friends we can get.
We sure do. Man, we sure do.
Please,
sure do.
Please like and share.
Yes, please.
So, we're talking about...
Please tip.
Please tip. Do we take tips?
Just the tip.
I will.
You ever gotten...
Yeah, well, I will.
Anyway, so moving right along. So, all right, we're talking about whether or not tips should be taxed.
Yeah.
And so I stated that I don't believe that tips should be taxed. Johnny is with me. Ken is a little more in the middle, but I mean, I think Ken sort of agrees, but doesn't agree with it. I don't know. Ken's sort of like...
I just don't like government mandating things, and to do it for one segment and not another. I would rather just all taxes
I like that.
go away.
So, but specifically for tips, what do you want to do?
I'm fine with them getting rid of taxes on tips. I think the more that we can get rid of taxes, the better we're going to be. That money's already been taxed out of my check. Why are we taxing it again?
Well, that's true.
That's
true.
The revolutionaries, they, it's a 2% tax on tea, right?
Yeah.
That made them lose their you-know-what.
Yep.
And here we are. We're getting taxed, 40 to 50% of our income at the end of the day?
Now, when they threw the tea into the harbor, did that include throat coat?
I think they spared the slippery elm.
I don't think the fish like it.
Whoa, not the good stuff.
All right, very good. Well, what is the biggest tip you've ever left? Now, I'm going to go first. And why did you leave it? So I was at a restaurant, and my waitress was having a really hard time. It was a holiday, and she was not having a good day. And then she fell.
Goodness.
I felt so bad for this girl, and it turned out I think it was her first day as well. I think she was like a temporary or whatever. I felt so bad for this girl. I actually, I left a $200 tip. That's what I did. I was like, I felt that bad for her. I'm typically a pretty decent tipper anyway. Ken was talking about how, he's a 30%er. And I'm a depends on the service kind of guy. But if somebody gives me good service, I'll go up to, I'll go up to the highest, which is on those stupid flip around screen things. Sometimes it's 22, 25, 30%. So I have no problem with that.
I heard you talking about the stupid flip around screen thing. And I do want to point out that there are probably people that work in the service industry that also hate the stupid flip around tip thing.
Yep.
And they have no control over it.
Right.
So it's just built into the operating system. So I do feel for we're painting with a broad brush when we say we don't want a tip for this. Like they didn't want to have that installed either.
Well, some do, some don't. I don't know. I mean, I find it annoying. I think most people, I believe, do find it annoying. Do you find it annoying, Chris?
I find it annoying.
All right, Johnny?
Not a fan.
Ken?
I'm not a fan.
Okay, all four of us not fans. Not fans.
I think this is it's a weird time when we all aren't a fan of something.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of weird, actually. But that's good. All right, very good. I didn't even ask you. Do you have anything for this segment?
Did you guys hear about the drunk teacher in California that it's not a crime to be drunk in California teaching?
Oh, wow.
No.
Yes.
I did not hear that.
Watch teachers flock to California.
Listen, in California, they need to drink. Those kids are awful.
Yeah, so there's a teacher that has had charges dropped. Prosecutors dropped charges against her for being intoxicated at a California elementary school because apparently it's not a crime to be drunk in a school teaching. It's a crime to endanger children, and they said that they couldn't prove that she actually endangered the kids by being drunk teaching.
How is it not a crime to be drunk at work? Well, I guess
there's just no technical laws on the books.
I think there's going to, well, it's California. I bet you there's going to be, but I don't know. This is California.
Yep.
And it's crazy. So, yeah, I don't know. I bet you if you asked the kids, they probably were like, hey, can we have some? You know what I mean?
Got any extra?
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Kids today.
Some kid named Spicoli.
Yeah, the district attorney said it's not illegal to teach drunk, and they said that they couldn't prove that she drove to work drunk, and that there was a possibility that she drank after she arrived at the school, so they couldn't charge her with anything.
So it was in her desk.
I've
Kicking it old school.
I've had some teachers I swore were drunk. Like when I was in school.
Yeah.
We had Miss Bird in my school.
I like the name.
She had to be like 65, 68 years old, and she was teaching me sex ed.
Drunk?
Well,
Okay.
I
Was
wanted to be
this
drunk.
tutoring or an entire class?
yeah, was it?
Entire class,
one-on-one.
Ken. Entire class.
Private lessons.
Yeah, Mrs. Bird, man. BYRD. I think that was
Everybody
her
had
name.
a teacher named Mrs. Bird.
Really?
I had a teacher named Mrs. Bird. I think everybody's had a teacher named Mrs. Bird.
My Mrs. Bird, though, she actually looked like a bird. Like she was really skinny. She had curly hair and a pointed nose. That's what I'm that Mrs. Bird.
And Miss Bird.
Miss Bird.
And then when she was teaching sex ed, we were all sitting in the class and kind of awkward, and I got a note passed to me from a girl in the class. Remember how you used to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She said, "Can you believe Mrs. Bird is teaching us sex ed?" And I had no idea what to say. I think she was flirting with me, but I don't know. And I didn't know what to say, so I didn't respond. I was like terrified of responding. I don't know why.
You just kept looking forward with your hands neatly folded on the desk.
Yes, with your face very red.
Sweating a little bit more than you were before.
Do you know what's embarrassing? I was actually taking notes. I was, man. Mrs. Bird hanging on every word, and that's sex ed class.
Heading on every word. From
Taking
Mrs.
notes,
Bird.
man.
Bird's the word,
Yeah.
baby. Bird's the word.
Baby.
Boy, oh boy.
A young Dan Mendes.
Well, now, I mean, I'm sure in California they're teaching not only sex ed, but they're teaching trans and
I mean, now the notes are much more extensive, and you're going to need to review them before the test.
that's exactly right. That is exactly right.
Kind of like DEI training.
Oh, my Lord. All right. Really funny thing happened in Dublin, Ireland.
All right.
Did you hear what happened in Dublin, Ireland?
Have not.
They had a massive apartment fire, and they had an eyewitness.
When I heard the fire alarm, I thought it was the clock radio. I thought somebody had set the alarm before we got there, and like another guest. And finally, I went into another room, and it was still buzzing. So I called downstairs, and the woman said in a very calm voice, "Yes, we're all evacuating. You must evacuate right now." And I left.
Terry, I saw you thanking all of the Dublin Fire Brigade there.
You know what? How wonderful. Firemen are some of my favorite human beings.
So, can you name that celebrity?
Henry Winkler.
Yes, Ken Weaver, Henry Winkler. That's right. So it went viral because he's staying at this hotel or whatever it is in Dublin, and they had a fire. And so out comes Henry Winkler, and the woman has no idea who she's interviewing. It's just some dude with messed up hair because he was probably woken up.
Hey.
And then, he broke out with the whole A thing.
I like how he said clock radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he did say that, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did say that, clock radio. That's
I thought somebody set the alarm on the clock radio. Does anybody set an alarm on a clock radio anymore?
Especially in a hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
The hotel, it's listed under features. This is a really nice spot. Look at here, clock radio. carpeted jacuzzi tub room.
Do you guys, when you go into a hotel room, do you actually touch the remote? Like, I have been to 2 trips by myself in the last year, I think. I refuse to even touch the remote.
So what do you do for TV?
Yeah.
I don't watch TV
What
because
do
I
you-
don't want to touch the remote.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Watches his phone.
Yes, that's it, Ken. I watch my phone. That's what I'm doing all alone in a hotel room. No, in all seriousness,
Does that make it better?
I do. I watch my phone.
Well, now I'm thinking about all the times I've touched a TV remote in a hotel
you know-
room.
I'm going to a hotel this weekend. I don't want to touch the remote now.
Well, you know what I do? I've actually done this. I brought in like wipes and I wipe down the remote.
You would.
I would, yeah.
Because every time and I like it actually. Every time I come in the morning, I look forward to smelling the studio because he's just cleaned it and it smells fresh.
Yeah.
Every morning, man.
Every morning he's wiping it down.
You'll notice since I started working mornings, the host rarely gets sick. It's because I disinfect the studio every day
and
when
he does.
I come in.
I mean, feverishly.
That's the way to go, Brother Dan, man.
So, Chris, you're welcome.
Thank you, Dan.
Murphy Show, you're welcome. Hey, did Matt? Does anybody know? I didn't get a chance to listen to Matt yesterday. Did he mention the whole thing that I mentioned about the balls and pickleball? You guys remember that yesterday
Yes.
when I said that?
down.
Yeah, it was a great bit, and
Well, we
know.
kind of thought that.
and I really thought that he was going to respond, but I don't believe that he did when I said that he had lost his balls to play me in pickleball, and I was playing the pickleball sound effect.
Yeah.
That's really funny, actually. and he didn't. No return volley from Murphy Show.
Wow.
I'll reach out for comment today during our cross.
Will you really?
I will.
Make sure you get the original comment from yesterday because it was a lot better yesterday.
Okay.
That was comedy gold, man. Let me
Well, I
tell
will
you.
say your timing was better yesterday.
It was better. I've been a little off all day, and I don't know
No,
why.
you haven't. It's
I've
been
been
a
off
good
all
show.
day.
I know you get a little more brazen with the jokes in the comments when you're working from home. Is there something to that?
No, what do you mean?
Like you kind of like jab them a little bit more when you're in the safety of the basement studio.
Do I?
I feel like it.
A little braver. But see, what happened today is I jinxed the day because Dan's been on time.
I have
all
been
morning.
on time. All morning long. We haven't
well,
boss you
until I said something. I said, man, you're rocking it. You're on time. After I said that, it went to hell.
It did. It did. It did. And I was actually going to mention, Johnny, because it was 7:32, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was after I said that. And all of a sudden, okay, this interview is going really long.
Well, listen, I blame you, Johnny, because you got to keep me on time.
Well, from now on, no more patting you on the back when you do a good job. It's over.
Then I'm not going to clean the studio anymore. How's that?
Well, then everybody will get sick.
Boy, now we're really getting down.
I'm just kidding.
I know I am.
All right, who else has what? Go.
I thought this TJ Maxx story was interesting, how their employees are going to be wearing body cams. And that
What?
means, TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx.
Yeah, some TJ Maxx employees to wear body cameras in effort to curb theft.
Uh-oh.
Several locations in Middle Tennessee have posted loss prevention jobs that said that employees would wear body cameras.
I've got an idea. Instead of that, why don't they have security guards with batons?
Well, my question is, what do you buy at TJ Maxx? I don't think I've ever been in a TJ Maxx.
I have, actually.
It's like clothes and stuff.
Yes, it's high-end clothing, but it's at great prices.
Oh, okay.
It's like Marshall's little cousin.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So
It's
I
not
guess
Kohl's, but it's not Pick and Save.
Yeah.
That's right.
There you go.
Apparently, some people have an issue with, I guess, a TJ Maxx employee wearing the body cam, and you're right there face to face with them. What's going to happen to that video? I mean, can they put it out there on the? On the
I mean, I know the whole thing
somewhere?
about privacy. I'm not getting. I mean, they got cameras all over the place.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
So-
worried about it. I just, but some folks are, they're not happy about it.
I just think it's dumb because all they need to do, loss prevention, a baton and a cop that's willing to use it and store rules and regulations that allows these idiots to be arrested when they steal.
Yeah.
Bottom line,
Exactly.
unless it's a pack of gum.
Now, too, did you see the porch pirate? Did you see the porch
Yes.
pirate?
Oh my gosh, I saw that.
I
Unbelievable.
mean, the guy is delivering, the UPS guy is delivering the package. Knocks on the door. Right after he knocks on the door, porch pirate comes up and takes the package.
He didn't even
In
wait for
front
the
of him.
driver. Yeah, he didn't even wait for the driver to leave.
No.
Wow, where was this?
It was on Twitter. I don't know. I just saw the video.
California.
Oh, there
Of
you
course.
go.
Yeah,
of course it was California. That state has just hell in a handbasket, man.
Boy, it has. And it's sad because it's such a beautiful state.
Well, here's something else that got my ire up. Kroger is going to give away free ice cream for summer solstice.
Hey.
Except in Middle Tennessee.
Why?
Why?
Kroger locations in the United States giving ice cream away just in time for the first day of summer, but Tennessee shoppers won't get a chance to indulge in the summer solstice treat due to state laws.
State laws?
Yep. Apparently, let's see, it is the Tennessee Unfair Milk Sales Act.
The Unfair Milk Sales Act.
How do we miss that one, man?
Here's what is in the act.
Okay, let's get some horn honking going.
Here's what's in the act and just why you can't enjoy a free pint on Kroger. Due to state laws around the distribution and sales of dairy in the state, Kroger's not allowed to give away milk-based products. The Tennessee Unfair Milk Sales Act prohibits processors, distributors, and retailers of milk products from engaging in certain defined unfair anti-competitive trade practices. So it's designed to help protect small dairy farmers and retailers from being pushed out of the competitive market by larger corporations like Kroger, who are able to sell below their cost for extended periods of time.
Wow. Do you really trust that Kroger card?
So I didn't know there was such an act on the books in Tennessee, but no free ice cream from Kroger for Middle Tennessee.
Who do you think brought that? Republicans or Democrats?
I don't know.
Sounds like a Democrat.
Sounds like a Democrat thing. They Democrats kill all the fun, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They are fun killers. Fun blockers is what I call them. But you know, great things are coming our way, gentlemen. You know why? Because according to the Lakota Indians, they had a white buffalo that was born, I think, yesterday in Yellowstone.
Oh.
And according to the Lakota, that's a sign of better times ahead.
Yeah.
So, hey, that's something to live for right there.
That's much more positive than, like, the red heifer you read about on the internet, you know?
Not a fan.
not a fan.
Is there really a red heifer thing?
Yeah, it's like the red heifer without a blemish is like the sign of the apocalypse, right? Something like that. You never heard that?
No, I've never heard of that,
You guys
Chris.
gotta come with me down some rabbit holes sometime.
How about no? I've got better things to do.
I don't know. Well, wait. It'll be like real late at night. Let's do it after the Journey concert.
Yeah. After we pound 180 Pabst Blue Ribbons.
You know, it's so funny. I'm looking at some of the texts that are coming in, and you know how you can see all the texts from folks.
Yep.
5895 has one comment which I'll leave alone, but then from yesterday,
I gotta go find that.
Go ahead.
All right. Yep.
And then, but then apparently back on June 6th, 5895 asked Matt Murphy, "Hey Matt, why is Dolly's feet so small?" I want to know what in the world Matt was talking about, where Dolly Parton's feet came up.
Yeah.
When the podcast studio is set up, we should just do super text out of context.
Oh my gosh! Yes,
Absolutely.
That would be a lot of
I
fun.
can't believe somebody looked at Dolly Parton and thought about her feet.
Think of
Small feet, big